excited to have you today with me because we are getting ready for 2025. Who would have thought that 2024 would fly by? It feels like yesterday, and it has been almost a year since I posted my first video on here, and it has been a wild ride. Thank you all for joining this journey. Thank you all for being here with me, and I can't wait to show you more. Today's video is the ultimate video to get you into 2025 as your best self, your most confident self. There are 5 different areas that dictate how you're perceived, that show whether you're confident or not. I never had any confidence growing up, so building it from nothing is hard. And these were the 5 areas in my life that I had to work on, that allowed me to feel, to connect with me and feel more confident, whether I was by myself at home or outside surrounded by a gazillion people. Point number 1, eye contact. Eye contact is so important. It's the portal. When you're talking with someone, I am looking at you inside your soul. The eyes are the gates to the soul, and that is so true, because the moment you start talking to each other and you maintain eye contact, they're more likely to listen to whatever it is that you're saying. This conversation becomes more intimate. I am talking with a human being. The person right across me is talking, and I am maintaining eye contact with them. I am showing them that I am attentive and I am listening to whatever it is that you're saying. That allows people to feel more comfortable around you and build more authentic connections, hence building on your confidence. Number 2, posture. The way you hold yourself is so important. Imagine if I was sitting right here right now talking to you and I was sitting like this. Nobody would listen to me. Even me talking like this, I feel like I am struggling to talk, versus opening up and talking. The important thing when it comes to this is to remember to keep your shoulders back and locked in place. If they're too high up, you're closing your throat area, and if they're too forward, you're closing your heart space. Once they're back and down, then you're able to use your voice more clearly, and whatever it is that you're saying comes from a very truthful place, from the heart. And it's always very important to me to do things from love. When you begin to operate from a place of love and openness of the heart, then everything around you is filled with love. And love is one of the core emotions of human beings. Love has the power to heal everything, heal all, build everything, and create everything into its divine version. The first couple of times you start doing this, you might feel some pain on your back. That's because the posture muscles are still a little bit weak. But with some working out and being mindful of your posture will actually really help strengthen those muscles. It takes practice. I wasn't born and I knew how to sit proper, to sit right, to stand right. Also standing. I remember when I was in my acting class, I had a specific teacher that would always tell me that I have a very casual posture. And I wondered what that meant. While still on stage, I was like, what does she mean I have a casual posture? What it meant is that I cannot command the audience to look at me. I cannot command the audience to actually enjoy this performance, and it didn't match the character to have a casual pose. So when I went home, I stood in front of the mirror in my usual pose that I would stand in, and the moment I saw it, I saw hips one side, leg extended, shoulders either going one way or the other, and I was like, No, I see it. This is so casual. I would never be able to listen to that person. And slowly through working on the way I stand, the way I hold my chest space open and away from my ears, I notice how my posture overall has changed. Once those muscles begin to slowly build, all of a sudden you will see yourself standing one day and you'll be like, she's standing with so much confidence, even doing the smallest thing, like cooking yourself breakfast, making a cup of coffee. You find yourself carrying yourself in such a way that makes you feel more confident in your movements. Number 3, walking. I remember I read somewhere that there are different types of people when it comes to walking. You have people that they usually lead with their head. You have people that they lead with their shoulders. And then you have people that they lead with their hips. Find yourself some space and pace a little bit back and forth and see which area of your body tends to come more forward. Or ask your friends as you're walking out, tell them, which area am I leading with? And some very funny things will pop up. If you're the type of person that you tend to lead with your head, it means that you tend to overthink a lot. You have a lot of thoughts that they can be either very heavy and it makes you look downwards, or you're wandering a lot and your head is turned upwards and you're looking at the sky. Then we have the people that they lead with their shoulders. If you lead with your shoulders, then it means that you tend to be more guarded when it comes to letting people in, to listening to other people's opinions. You just want to protect the heart space. This is your most precious space on your body. So you're trying to cover it with everything and anything that you can, even your shoulders. And the 3rd/4th type of person is the ones that they walk with their hips forward. 3.0, hips are engaged, the core is engaged, and when the core is engaged, then the pelvis tends to turn slightly forward. That's a sign of confidence. That's what you want. The sign of confidence, it means that your core is engaged. Our core is what keeps everything together and in harmony. The moment the core is engaged, then you're able to handle anything, any actions that you need to take. You're able to take them with more confidence. Whatever it is that you're saying, you're able, just because the core is engaged, you are able to use your voice with more power. If you're overly extending the hips forward, that tends to be more arrogance, because it comes from a more cocky place, trying to overdo it. That's trying versus simply having your core lightly engaged, being. Area number 4, the voice. The voice is so important. As a person that I had to deal a lot with not feeling confident in my voice, that was one of the toughest things I had to work on. If you're a person that struggles a lot with confidence, speaking up, the way you present yourself to other people, I highly recommend to go to an acting class. It will help you so much. Even if you don't want to act, you can learn so many things about human behavior, about using your voice, and be able to reach the audience in the back, and while also not screaming, how to hold yourself in a way that it's appealing to the eye. There are 2 different ways to think about it. One, the voice is produced right here, which I'm doing right now. If you notice, my voice turned a little bit more high, and it feels very breathy. I feel like I am out of breath, and it sort of feels like it's straining on my vocal cords. It's hurtful. Versus bringing it down, into my belly, thinking that the voice box is down in your belly, it immediately grounds everything that you have to say. Whatever it is that I am saying, I am able to control with how much power I'm gonna say it, how much I'm projecting my voice with how much power, and everything I'm saying comes from a place that is grounded. When I'm talking up here, I feel like I want to be too up here, and it feels fake. Versus grounding, I feel more confident in whatever I have to say, and I am able to do that just by simply switching my voice box from up here to down here. Last but not least, manners. How do you talk to other people? How do you treat your waiters? How do you treat your neighbors? How do you treat your friends, your family? By simply respecting other people, their opinions, their ways of being, and understand that every person lives life in their own different, unique way, and respect that, it immediately makes you more confident, because it comes from a place of understanding that people can be different. If others can be different and I can have respect for them, then the same thing can happen to me. People will begin to respect you because you simply respect them. Manners make you 100% more attractive. Now, what do I mean by manners and respecting others? Let's put this into a scenario. You're on a date. Very hot guy. He knows how to hold himself, how to look, how to talk, the whole shebang. When it comes to ordering food, all of a sudden, they treat the waiter as if they are entitled. They immediately lose aura points. They immediately will lose those aura points. Now, think of that same person treating the waiter with absolute respect and patience and kindness. That will gain you so many aura points. There is nothing sexier than respect. If you have any other tips or tricks that you found that have worked for you or your journey, feel free to share them down below. I would love to hear more from you. But for now, I hope you have a wonderful week. I will see you on Thursday for our book club Thursday. And until then, you are loved, you are amazing, and I will see you very, very soon.